I believe today is mob studies, and I might get the opportunity to actually ask about these things. I don't know how I could forget spiders, but we've seen spiders around for sure. And then those creepy green spiders too. I'll add those here. Spiders. Green spiders. Poisonous. I believe 7 got afflicted by a few of those while we were in the mine shaft. I wonder if this class is going to be the dangerous mobs and the passive ones, or just the dangerous ones. I guess time will tell. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I was not able to climb far enough up that to be sneaky.
I saw you in the middle of the hallway before you ever even started climbing.
Well, yeah, and then I ducked off to the side, and I was like, I'm gonna go up and disappear to the ceiling, but it didn't happen.
Oh.
I like your uniform.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you planning on putting one on?
Yeah, I am. I suppose. Since they're gonna make me.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just clothes. I would rather
It
not
is.
lose points for something so trivial.
That's fair. I'll go change and I'll be back.
Okay. Very nice.
Thank you. I
Mm-hmm.
heard an owl. Somebody has brought home an owl before I have.
Oh, I do not possess an owl.
What
Anywho,
are all these?
baked goods by the look of it.
Hmm,
Yeah.
very nice. What classes is there today?
Mob studies and equestrian studies, I believe.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
Did you read the whole thing?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I didn't read the whole thing. I skimmed lightly. I read the red words.
And what did you get out of it?
Uh, keep Felfolk jokes in the Felfolk area. Other courts are not taking them well. Mind your P's and Q's.
I mean,
You know,
at the very least, at least you got the point, but
yeah.
your sister
Well, if
seems
Katarina
stressed
does
out.
anything well, it's that she knows which words to highlight. That she knows which words I'll actually read.
Fair enough.
It's a slip.
So, hello.
Sorry, got distracted.
Yesterday, I had all this anxiety about making sure that I was getting to class on time, and I found the wing where Professor Castiel's classes are at, and I waited for like 45 minutes, and then I went into the classroom, and nobody was there, and I was like, why is nobody here? It's because I was in the wrong class. So that was fun.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello, Ridley. And Seven, I thought I saw you from
Ah,
afar. It's good to see you again.
it's good to see you, my man.
It's been
How
quite a
have you
while.
been?
I've been well. How have you been?
I can't complain too much.
Good to hear, my friend.
Yeah.
So, what class did you mistakenly go to, Ridley?
Mob studies. Just one floor above knighthood.
Ah, yes. Well, I believe mob studies is today. Will you be attending?
I will be, yes.
What about you, Seven?
Yeah, I have to go.
Do you know if we'll be required to fight like yesterday in knighthood?
I have no idea. But I do have questions prepared, so at least there's
Oh,
that.
do you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I should probably prepare something.
While Seven and I were out perusing the grounds around the castle, collecting materials and whatnot, there was this gigantic skeleton that shot our boat out from under us.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yes, the mutant skeletons, yes?
Yeah, I believe so. And then while we were exploring some caves around as well, there was this very large, very not well-dressed zombie. So I'm gonna ask about those.
I can't claim to know
Man
much
of large
about them,
shoulders.
but I have defeated a large creeper.
Oh, there's large
Yeah, they
creepers
dropped
as well.
something
Interesting.
called a creeper shard.
Oh, it's really pretty.
Isn't it? Would you like to hold it?
Of
Yeah,
course.
apparently it does damage. It's also a crafting item. I don't know what you can craft with it, though.
Interesting. Creepers don't usually give us much trouble, but I'm curious if maybe those ones have a different fondness for us.
I hope not. I hope they avoid us like the other ones do.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly hope so as well. They're quite large. And the skeletons, I also fought one of those. I can't claim to know exactly what you can do with it, but I gathered its body. I'll probably offer it to Professor Castiel.
Oh,
Fair enough.
casual.
Oh,
Yeah.
this you are allowed to tell me if this is an impolite question. At
There
the
are no impolite questions, as far as I'm concerned. The pursuit of knowledge is always a noble goal.
at the party that Candaris hosted, he said that
Canderous.
yes, he collected souls and had many goat souls. Is that a thing for all demons? Do they all have a favorite?
I don't know if everybody has a favorite. This is a little awkward to discuss, actually.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
impolite. I just have never had anyone. I'm just so used to growing up around demons where they already get it, so it's simply something that's known. Demons, we subsist on souls. That is, we eat as well, but for us to feel entirely full, complete, even not necessarily just full in the sense of food, we require just animal souls.
Mhm.
I suppose human souls would work as well, but I personally have never tried.
Interesting.
And I don't know if anybody else has a favorite, but I do.
Mhm.
Cows, in case you're wondering.
I was just gonna say, what's your favorite?
I felt like I had pushed it already too far, so I was not gonna beg for the information. But thank you.
So I will say, less important than the favorite is the first, at least, for most of us. You are fell folk. Do you not hunt? I assumed that would be a part of your culture as well.
Yeah, it varies, I guess, depending on the family a little bit.
I understand.
The
That is the same with soul hunts.
the Fenwicks are more inclined for our fishing prowess, so I guess that is a form of hunting, maybe less physical, more tool incorporated.
Yeah.
Well, fishing is still an admirable task. I personally have had to be fishing recently for my newly adopted cat. Speaking of, how do the fell folk look on pet adoption? Do you mind? Are cats allowed to be adopted in your culture?
I believe
I think it's fine.
that when somebody takes a pet into their life, if they have the same morals as I do, that they see that pet as something to be loved, cherished, cared for. I think that's perfectly acceptable, especially
Well.
with cats.
I promise Creamsicle is nothing if not cared for.
I love that name.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's an orange cat.
Ooh.
I want to get her a sibling. I've been looking for a white cat
Oh.
that I want to name
Ooh.
Custard. And then if I see a brown cat, I'd like to name it Coconut.
Oh, cute. Very cute. Is a sea thing. The sea thing? Is that a thing?
Yes, it is a thing. In my family specifically.
Oh.
Andrus is my brother. Castiel is... I actually don't know how willing he is to share that information, but Castiel is also my older brother.
I noticed you guys had the same last name.
Oh, it could be unrelated. It's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be, but like I wasn't sure, and I wasn't gonna assume. But now I guess you've confirmed my suspicions.
Well,
You are in fact related.
we are indeed. It was very good to see you, Seven, and I apologize
You
for
as
just
well.
barging in on your conversation, but
Oh.
I keep lamenting that I've seen Seven around campus, but haven't had the chance to have a conversation with him. So when I saw him from afar, I knew I needed to come over.
We've passed a few times, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure that's him.
You look different than I last remember you. It's been what, 5 years?
Yeah,
More?
it's been a while.
Well, I must say, Katerina is your sister, yes?
Yeah.
Well, she's
She
doing
is.
quite well as Soul.
Yeah, I think she's doing a lot better job than I would have.
I wouldn't be so down on yourself. I'm sure you'd be quite capable. Oh,
Hello.
Dante.
Ridley, yes, I remembered.
Yes, and this is Seven if you haven't met him.
Yeah.
Solmera.
Mhm.
What?
Seven, this is Dante, Azrin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
He doesn't do much fishing.
Oh, you're not into
It's a
fishing,
shame.
Dante.
I could learn.
I
very-
I
very
admit I'm not much
relaxing.
of a fisher generally, but since moving here, I've adopted a cat, and she is quite fond of fish, specifically salmon.
Me too.
Mm.
Salmon's my
Cats.
favorite.
It's quite tasty. I have tried it since.
Indeed.
You know what else I tried yesterday, Dante, that I had never had before? Strawberry cake. Highly recommend, if anybody has not had it. I thought
sounds
us
like it would be
incapable of
good.
eating it, to be honest.
I like cake, so I'm sure strawberry cake is probably that much better.
You've never had strawberry cake?
No.
We'll
Well, if you
rectify.
see a pink-eyed vampire with blonde hair, ask her if she's carrying any cake with her. She
I
seems to
will
have
be
quite a bit.
I will be sure to do that. I must try this strawberry cake.
Hello.
That was funny. I'm sorry, Dante. I don't mean to laugh at your
I was
misfortune.
clear in the path.
No, I know. It was just the timing was unfortunate.
Oh, speaking of, you were apologizing for barging in on our conversation. We were speaking openly in public. Don't ever feel sorry for coming up.
Still, I don't know. I feel weird when I enter into conversations without being invited.
Well, you have an open invitation
Barge
from
on.
me.
Yeah, as I say,
Thank
you
you.
can barge in on any of my conversations if you like.
Well, understood. I will keep that in mind. Are any of you in need of a sword, I should ask? I have recently acquired a few extra diamond swords with sharpness 3 enchanting, and I certainly don't need all of them.
It'd be quite handy, actually.
Oh, here.
Seven
you?
has recently made me a sword. It's not enchanted yet, but I would like to hold on to it.
Hey,
Fair enough.
yeah, I currently have this thing.
Ooh,
I'm
that looks That looks nice.
I'm
Hefty.
okay at the moment. Yeah, it's a little heavy, but it hits hard, and that's what I like.
Ooh, I understand. I personally have been working on this right here.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a two-handed weapon. Demons are incapable of wielding shields, so figured I might as well put my other hand to use.
very cool.
That's how
Ah.
this axe is too. I don't own a shield, and I just hadn't considered even acquiring one. So I'll use both hands for swinging.
Well, I feel the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah.
I suppose the inverse could be said as well, though.
Yeah. Could go both ways.
I'm not much of a fighter, but I'm trying to learn. So,
You got this.
Mhm.
You did fine the other day.
Speaking of, I see everyone else here is in uniform, so I should probably go change. If you'll excuse me. See you around, I'm sure. Also,
Oh, yeah.
Felix, I didn't even see you there. I saw Tavaldi.
Hello.
Oh, snuck up on us.
I'm a little slow today. I just woke up.
All right. Sorry, I will go.
Mhm.
Bye.
Be safe. Bye.
Oh. Oh. Why, thank you.
Felix, did you sleep well?
I overslept.
Were you out late after I had gone to bed after class?
Yes.
Oh. It's okay. We'll get used to classes beginning. This time, I at least know that I'll be in the right classroom.
Oh, did you get lost last time?
What? Okay, so I was there super early because I was really nervous about being in the wrong classroom and not being able to find my way around. So I found the wing that Professor Castiel's classes are in, and it was like 40 minutes. And so I was sitting outside the door. And then the time came for class to start, and I went in the classroom, and nobody was there. And I was like, why is nobody here?
Upstairs?
Mom studies! But at least I know where it's at, right?
Yes, you're so prepared now.
I'm gonna go to knighthood this time.
I'm glad you know where it's at, 'cause I do not remember.
You want me to show you?
When it's time to go, I'll just follow you.
Yeah. Also, yesterday, throughout most of the day, trying to get back and forth between the dorms and the castle, it was raining. And I don't know if
Ooh.
anybody else has this problem, but just so slow in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As usual.
I always
I've
carry
learned.
my umbrella around.
Yeah, I had to finally make one.
See, now I feel left out.
Do we need to make you one?
There's leather upstairs in the storage.
Got some leather in my backpack. I've learned that when it's raining, that if I jump a little bit, I'm a little bit faster.
Oh. Also, I went to dye my umbrella, and so at first I dyed it blue, because I like blue, right? Felix is half blue. But then I decided that blue was maybe not for me, so I tried to dye it white, and it did not dye it white, it just dyed it lighter blue. So, dyes stack on your umbrellas.
Ooh, the color options.
Yeah.
It's quite cool.
I just want a black.
Well, that's simple enough, I suppose. I have not found any ink sacs. I fished for 4 fishing poles yesterday. No ink sacs.
This guy caught 10 with one cast.
Wow. Lucky goose.
Yeah, actually.
He's a goose on the loose. Thank you.
Fish.
I just wanted ink sacs for the sake of
I
making
got
more
a bunch of fish
notebooks.
from Finn the other day, or yesterday.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah?
We were hanging out for a bit after.
How is he doing? I know that he was feeling a little low after class.
He's doing fine. It's the same I was feeling after the fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
They made you guys fight in class?
Yeah, we had the
Oh,
duel.
yeah. We had 1v1s.
I got schooled. I'm cooked.
It's kind of
For what?
unfortunate with us being launched so easily.
I got launched
Yeah.
back like 5 times before I
That's
could
why
even
you
land a
gotta-
hit.
Ranged.
Yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on learning bows
Mhm.
better.
Nice. Very nice.
I think with my desire to learn magical stuff, I'm going to incorporate magic into fighting and fight magically.
Oh, that's smart.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
That way it's ranged and I don't have to be so hard on myself about my physical abilities that I do not possess.
Seems like a good strategy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay awake during class.
I believe in you.
Wakey, wakey, it's time for school.
Just be a little shake.
Oh no, I don't want to be shaken.
I've seen many people start heading that way. Should we
Yes,
maybe
make our way
also-
too. We don't want to be the last people in the classroom.
I don't remember where I sit in any of these classes either.
Oh, me neither. And when I came in late yesterday, I had to look for my spot, and it made me feel even more awkward. It was lovely.
Equestrian.
Oh, so do I. I sit right by the door in that one. Sneak in late, nobody'd even
I've
notice.
seen someone, they have to sit right next to the open concept
Ugh.
windows. Oh, a random Timmy can come through the windows during class.
It's a nice
Hmm?
breeze.
Okay. Knighthood.
That's knighthood.
It's the wrong
that's
class.
knighthood.
So if you go over here, you go up these
Fun fact,
stairs.
there are stairs in the corner of knighthood and mob studies that lead up and down. So if you ever had a chair, just peek down from there. What are you doing in this class?
Yes, it will be hopefully interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Good.
I don't recall. Were you in yesterday's class?
I was not.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Huh.
But yes, it was actually rather enjoyable. So I have high expectations for this class as well.
I heard that they made you guys fight.
Yes, it was rather
Yeah.
wonderful. I find it
Kinda
rather
sad I
handy
missed
to watch
that.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know the way people move.
That's exactly it,
That's true.
and all the different skill levels as well.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Professor.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello?
You all are free to take your seats.
Alright.
Very well, thank you.
Mm.
Good evening, everyone. Everyone is free to take their seats.
Now to remember where I'm sitting. Oh, here it is. Next to Moira.
Somewhere at the traffic classes today. I'm gonna see something you're available to. Either this class or the next one.
Entirely blind.
Professor
I
I think you're next
Yeah,
one.
you're
Castiel,
not next to me.
Oh,
Yes.
hey.
the tide has taken Mira, so she might be a little late.
Okay. I have made an open group. Please join.
now that the option to learn about all of these things I have questions about is presented, I can't quite figure out why I've taken such a curiosity to this class alone. Maybe if my questions aren't answered, I will speak to the professor afterwards. Of course, Cassian's edition of the
Okay, we will just
Shard.
wait a few minutes, make sure everyone's here. I was almost late myself, so I'm not going to blame anyone for being late today.
Added to my curiosity.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Has everyone gone over the rules for this class? Okay, I will give a few extra moments here for those who have not.
Must be well kept. Everyone must be in uniform, no talking unless called upon. Origins are cast aside, treat each other equally. Notes must be meticulously kept, they must be of your own taking. No looking into other students' books, no origin abilities within the class unless absolutely necessary.
Does anyone have any right away questions about what we might be doing in mob studies? Well, that helps. Yes? I don't know your name.
Veswin.
Veswin.
According to the orientation book, studying mobs and their anatomy.
That is one of the many things, yes?
I don't want to steal all the thunder.
No, they're all good. Anyone else have anything? Rosalind?
How to kill mobs.
That's another. Anyone else? Cassian?
I noticed the handbook makes mention specifically of bosses. What does it mean by that?
Well, there are a lot of different bosses. The Ender Dragon, the Wither, the Warden, Elder Guardians, and plenty more. We will be going into depth into as many as we can within the school year. Of course, some of which we will not fight due to danger. However, others, I believe, if we can get a big enough group, it will prove to be fairly easy. Dante.
Behavioral patterns.
Also very true. Anyone else? Aquamarine?
I have more of a question than a statement, if it's okay.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the Elder Guardian. What if it's against our culture to fight and or kill those?
Well, fortunately for you, I am a demon, and I will be conducting every class, and I cannot go into water. So Elder Guardians are safe, as well as any other water-based mob in terms of killing.
Okay.
Yes, Cassian.
Theoretically, could you not use some sort of enchantment or boat to reach the location? Not that I'm saying I want to, but...
You could. However, the Elder Guardian is completely submerged within a underwater temple. As a demon, getting down there is not only a risk to your life, but it is almost a certain death. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. what I would like to go over today is just sort of a basis on different monsters, some behavioral patterns. I don't really want to go out and fight anything today because, to be honest, that seems like a little bit too soon. However, another thing that we will be going over soon and within the next few classes are going to be nether materials, nether monsters. So I would recommend, if you can, please gear up for the nether within the next few weeks. Any questions? Paxton, did you raise your hand?
Yeah, I wondered, will there be water breathing potions provided, or should we start gathering for those ourselves?
I would recommend gathering for them yourselves, but I will do my best to provide as many as I can. But as they are made with nether materials, including blaze
Right.
rods, blaze powder, nether wart, I will do everything I can to provide as much as possible, but I'm not sure how many I'll be able to make.
Thank you.
Of course. Veswin.
What would you suggest is the best material for us to get at our current state, as a suggestion?
Well, I would say diamond armor and tools are a good start. A good amount of food that is nutritious, not just sweets. If you can use a shield, I would recommend making a shield, a bow, and maybe a few backpacks to carry things around.
All right, thank you.
Of course. Now, what I would like to start off with for this class is a mob that I'm sure everyone has seen, and that is a creeper. Who here knows the anatomy of a creeper? No one. Well, that's why you're here. Does anyone here know what causes a creeper to explode when it gets near a person? Cassian.
Are you not speaking of the gunpowder within?
There is gunpowder within the creeper, but there's also a chemical that ignites when it gets near a person, and that is what ignites the gunpowder.
I see.
Now, creepers are pretty special. That chemical, I don't believe there's a name for it, but maybe we can come up with one. That could be a fun side project. The creeper, the chemical that's within it, heats up incredibly rapidly, and that heat causes the gunpowder to ignite and explode in a pretty decently sized explosion, about the same size as a TNT. And as you know, TNT takes 5 pieces of gunpowder to create. Now, creepers have other uses. There are different ways to exploit this heat, as it were. I personally have done it myself. But you'll find that every mob has a weakness, and it has strengths that it can use, and that you could even use in the right situation. Is there any mob in particular that people want to discuss today? Ridley.
I have seen these massive zombies, I guess, for a better term, that look like they've rapidly outgrown their clothing. Is there an opportunity to learn more about things like that, just overgrown mobs?
Yes, absolutely. Those are classified as mutant creatures. There's a good amount of mutant creatures. They can be pretty difficult to deal with. If you ever see one, I don't think you should just go for it on your own or even in a small group. The ones that you need to worry about right now are the mutant zombie, which are the ones that look like they're about roided out. The mutant skeleton, which is quite taller and it carries a crossbow and it can see you from quite the distance. Its arrows are also tipped with different effects, including poison. And the mutant creeper, which is just a whole other thing in and of itself. I don't recommend trying to exploit that one's heat within because you will die. Are there any other monsters? Some basic monsters, ideally. Yes, Aquamarine.
When we've, with permission, gone off campus from Professor Charybdin, we've spotted werewolves. I think those would be pretty interesting.
They are very interesting. They only spawn in at night. They are quite fearsome. I have encountered a pack of them before, and I about died. I was not prepared. So if you see one, I recommend staying out of its range. But if you're in a bigger group and it's only the one, you might just be able to take it out. However, I do not encourage you go out and try to find them, or you start a fight with one. Beswin.
I have a question regarding the mutants versus other variants. Are there other variants other than just the mutated ones? I've seen a creeper, but I've also seen a grey undead-looking one.
Yes.
That isn't gigantic or mutant, from my understanding.
Yes, it's a great question. I forget what they're called. I call them skeleton creepers myself. They will explode like normal creepers. They also, I believe, see you from further away, so you have to be very mindful with them. But when they do explode, they blind you if you are within the range. If there are other mobs there, say some skeletons, of course, when you're blind, you cannot move as fast. So if you're going to take one on, try to isolate it and make sure you don't get hit by the explosion. Of course, with creepers, I'm sure everyone here knows how to fight a creeper. You hit it, you back away so it doesn't explode, and then you hit it again, rinse and repeat. But of course, if you're in a scenario like a cave and there's multiple creepers, some skeletons, zombies, just other things in general chasing after you, it might not be better. Or, however, if you are skilled enough, you could perhaps use the explosion to your advantage, and when it explodes, you can push it towards the other group of monsters and cause a lot of damage. Luciala.
Creepers and these skeleton creepers don't seem to be afraid of fell folk. Do you know why? They seem to be afraid, rather. Do you know why that is?
They are afraid or they aren't afraid?
They are. Yes, they don't like us. They turn and go the other way.
As well as regular creepers, correct?
Correct. Aside from
the
mutant ones, I believe.
Well, yeah, I mean, the mutant one doesn't have anything to be afraid of, if you ask me. But I'm not too well known in the psychology of monsters. However, when it comes to creepers, they do have an innate fear of cats. A very easy way to ward off creepers from coming near your home is to put a cat outside. And you fell folk, I suppose, invoke enough cat-like imagery to scare off the creepers and the skeleton creepers. Any other mobs you guys would like to discuss? Cassian.
This is not a mob that I want to discuss specifically. I simply wanted to expand on what Ridley said. Are these mutated mobs? Can you... How do I word this? Are they manufacturable?
I don't believe so. I do believe it is I suppose a genetic illness, quote unquote, that they suffer from that makes them grow a lot larger. I say suffer. The only ones who suffer are the people who have to fight them. It allows them to grow a lot bigger, a lot scarier, and perhaps a couple new abilities.
I see. Thank you.
Yes. Did you raise your hand, Leviathan?
Indeed.
What was it?
These mutant mobs, have there been studies done to prove that it is a genetic condition or an infliction? Is it just simply part of their biology, or was it an evolutionary detail?
There are studies currently being done that I would like myself to get some more research on. So when I have some actual answers for you, I will get back to you on that question.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any specific mobs? Cassian? If you wish.
I recently came across something, an arrow, that was tipped with a chemical. With your permission, I would like to approach the lectern and offer it to you.
Absolutely.
Can I ask an additional question?
Of course.
What was the mob that you said shoots those?
It was the mutated skeleton.
They do blindness.
They do poison, and they
Poison,
might do other
right.
effects.
All right, thank you.
Ridley.
Bonus, actually.
My
Pardon?
But if sorry. I'll
No,
I'll
go
wait.
ahead, Dante.
Sorry.
Can you repeat? So sorry.
The mutant creeper also does slowness. Not a creeper, skeleton. My bad.
Yeah, it can do a variety of tipped arrows.
Oh.
Ridley.
My family has specifically created silver-tipped arrows. Is there a use for those?
I'll have to do more research into that. Would you be able to provide one?
I can get one
At a
and bring
later
it
date.
to. Yes, of course. Yeah.
That would be very useful. Now this arrow is it's called an arrow of chemical X. It has a chemical X property. I believe that might be from the mutated monsters. Am I correct, Cassian?
I wish I could let you know, but
Do you know where
truthfully,
you procured it from?
I do. It was from the corpse of a creeper, one of the mutated ones.
Ah. Did you shoot it with a bow beforehand? Is that where this arrow came from, or did the arrow just come out of it?
I shot it with many arrows,
I see.
but that came out at the end.
I see. And this was the only arrow that had this property on it.
It was.
Okay. Well, I'm learning something new today. I did not realize that you could get the chemical out of them. Thank you for your contribution.
Of course.
Luciana.
What does the chemical X do?
I am actually unaware. I am uncertain. I plan to do more research on it within the next coming days. And I will bring it forth to the class. Yes, Cassian.
Sorry. I believe it might have something to do with why they are mutated, though I can't claim to know any more.
I am of the same belief.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I believe the chemical X might be, like Cassian was saying, it might have something to do with creating them if you would shoot the arrow at them or anything. Like shoot it at a zombie.
Okay. Are you saying, like, for example, if I shot this arrow at a skeleton, it would become a
I think there's a chance.
mutant skeleton?
It might work different than what I was thinking, but yeah.
Well, I hope you all are writing this down. We will, for sure, be experimenting on this. And I will procure more of these arrows, given time, and we will definitely be conducting experiments. Because in this class of mob studies, it is not just me who is teaching and you students who learn, because we all have had different experiences with different monsters. So I believe it is very important to bring that experience forward so that we all may learn from each other. So that none of us can get harmed by anything that has surprised another person. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
Good. Does anyone else have any stories containing or contributing to the mutant monster discussion? Ridley.
This is less a story and more of a question, an extrapolation. If we find that these arrows tipped with this chemical X being shot at mobs do in fact increase the chance of them becoming mutated mobs, what is the likelihood of something like that being shot at one of us to create something terrifying?
Well, I'm not a biologist, unfortunately. However, I would say pretty unlikely that anything would actually happen to us, as well. I mean, we would probably get some sort of negative side effects, but I doubt we would turn into a roided out individual. It's more likely we would suffer from some sort of illness or just an extreme pain rather than mutating, because monster blood is different. In fact, skeletons don't even have blood, for being honest. So I don't believe it'll affect us in the same way. However, it's a great question.
Thank you.
Paxton.
To get back on tipped arrows, I do remember seeing skeletons in some colder biomes that shot like I got slowed when I got shot by them.
Those would be the strays. There are a lot of different skeleton, I guess, variants within different biomes. They do different things. Strays are one of them. They are in snow biomes, colder biomes. They look blue, gray, and they hold bows like skeletons would. When they shoot you, if they hit you, you will always have slowness after until it wears off or you're able to drink milk. I would recommend, if you are fighting strays, you close the distance quickly, or you use a shield, or take advantage of any cover you might have. However, they will try to get closer to get rid of that cover. Anything else? Anyone else have anything in particular they'd like to discuss? Any mob? Aquamarine.
This isn't on the topic of mobs specifically, but since we brought up like weapons like arrows, I was wondering, is there any specific type of tridents that you've come across that can kill different types of mobs or anything like that?
Unfortunately, due to tridents being for the most part, underwater weapon used by drowned more than anything, I have not been able to really get myself any sort of trident knowledge or tridents in general because I haven't really been able to fight them. Perhaps I could collaborate with Professor Carabin to see what we can come up with for tridents. A good question. Anyone else have any monster or Vestman?
Do you have any information that would be beneficial to us to know about witches?
Witches. Well, they spawn rarely. They can throw a lot of different potions at you. That being poison, harm, potions of harming, slowness. If you catch it, I think they can throw regen, but they might just drink it if they're low. They spawn in swamps. They have huts out there. They can also spawn in caves, and when it's nighttime, I recommend not fighting a witch if it's a one-on-one. Even if you use a shield, it will splash onto the shield and still harm you with whatever effect the potion is giving. I heard that their blood is special for vampires. However, that's just something that I've heard. That is not a fact I have verified as of yet. And they also spawn in with raids as well. So if you're doing a raid, I recommend being very careful. There's a phase of a raid that contains mostly witches, and those are not nice.
A raid?
Yes, that is when you have the effect known as Bad Omen. You get it from killing a pillager with like the banner on top of their head. The pillagers are like the more gray-skinned the villagers. They have, I think, green eyes. They wear more mercenary outfits, and they use crossbows. Once you go into a village with the effect of Bad Omen, it will trigger a raid. Pillagers will start coming from any different direction. You can tell which direction they come from via the horn sound that they use as like a war cry. And ideally, you brought the pillagers there, you deal with it. You take out the pillagers. There's only so many ways that they can come in, and the monsters that you will fight in a raid are of the pillager type. There's pillagers, vindicators, evokers, and the ravager, which I don't recommend fighting on your own. Does anyone here know what a ravager is? Luciala.
Are they the really big, like, animal beast-like ones?
Yes, that is correct. The ravagers are almost like a bull. They will ram their head into you at full force, and it will send you flying, and it will hurt. Shields do block it, but not forever. They are still susceptible to known things like fire, but you just have to be very careful. They do come in raids as well. Does anyone know what a vindicator is? Paxton.
Aren't they the ones running around with an axe?
That is correct. They run around with an iron axe. Sometimes they'll have banners on their head as well. They do a lot of damage. That axe does a lot of damage. You have to be careful with them. They typically run just a little bit slower than yourself, so be mindful of that. And they will kill you if they get the chance. So you have to be very careful with vindicators. What about evokers? Is that Tavali?
Are those the ones that perform magic and create those flying things?
Yes. Evokers, they use 2 different spells. They run really fast if you get near them. They will get away from you as fast as they can. The 2 spells that they use, one comes from the ground. It's like these claws that come and clamp up. They start at where the evoker is and beeline towards you, but they can only go so far. And then the secondary one, they spawn in what's known as the Vex. The Vex are little ghost-like fellas that go through the ground, and they will hit you, and they will kill you. They do a lot of damage. You can kill them, but it's hard because they're small and they're fast and they go into the ground. But if you're able to take out an evoker, your prize, as it were, is a totem of undying. Everyone here, I'm sure, knows what a totem is. Okay. So the 4, 5-ish main mobs that spawn within a raid are pillagers, witches, vindicators, evokers, and ravagers. Any questions? Leonidas.
Well, it's not really a question, but a note on the witch topic from before. They tend to, when injured, drink regeneration for themselves, so to fight them it's best to rush them before they can splash you with anything, then they will be forced to drink, and in that time you can kill them.
Very good, very good. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. It is currently nighttime, so I'd like to go outside a little bit here as a group, see what mobs we can encounter. If you don't mind following me. We're going to head out to the north exit. So we got a bit of a long way to go, so let's see if we can make it quick here. Be mindful on the steps, please. There's a lot of us. And while we're making our way there, if anyone has anything, any statements or questions about any monster they've ever fought or seen, anything like that, feel free to ask them.
For witches, I have tamed their blood, and it is magical, and it gives you extra hearts.
Well, would you look at that? I can write that down in my own book for notes. Thank you.
Of course.
And I should ask, everyone has been taking notes, correct?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Indeed.
As you probably all saw in the rules, those notes in this class must be meticulous. You all saw the lecterns that have your names on them. The books that you use for mob studies will be placed on those lecterns. I will be looking through them personally to make sure that everything that we discussed is written down. You cannot go into another person's book. That is going to be detention if you do, and a loss of 15 points. So I don't recommend it. Those who I find have the most detailed notes that isn't just word for word what someone said, and actually their own thoughts, I will be awarding points for it as well. Okay, let's head down the hill a bit. Now, there is I think it's a ghost I'm seeing. There's also a good amount of creepers, some zombies, and skeletons. A lot of mobs down there. So I don't really want to go headfirst into those because we're bound to lose someone. There's a lot of us. We're going to end up hitting each other more than the mobs. Thank you, Finn. However, now is a good time to study behavior. So I want you to pick a mob, just one mob specifically, out of everyone here. Watch their movements, watch what they do. Not the zombie, though. Don't recommend that. And I want you to just note down what you believe is going on with their behavior. As the sun is setting, vampires, please, before you open your books. Thank you.
Professor Castiel.
Yes.
I have a question regarding our notes.
Oh.
Okay.
Did
You
it
okay,
just
Candace?
explode?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, was that not you? Your armor is showing.
I was watching the mobs.
Oh, I see.
My apologies. I did not see the creeper on the way. That's my fault. My apologies. What was your question?
I do a lot better when I have the opportunity to gather my thoughts on things. Is it possible that after each class I could potentially sit down somewhere, gather my thoughts, really expand on them, and then present that as notes? Or is every single note needed to be taken in class right then and there?
I will be going through the notes a day after the class.
Perfect. Thank you.
So you have
Incoming.
your...
Oh.
Save.
I got you.
Candace, would you mind standing in the middle of the pack, please?
You said to look at the mobs. That's what I'm doing.
Let's head up back to the castle. Let's head back to the classroom. As it is now daytime, so most of the mobs will be despawning or burning away. Feel free to walk ahead of me. I hope you guys know where mob studies is. You okay, Candace? I can talk. Go ahead. I believe that is everyone. Alright, well done, class. Now, everyone picked a mob and wrote down at least one thing about their behavior, correct? Okay, now the first thing I want to ask, everyone saw the mobs down there. If you were in a place where you had to deal with those monsters, how would you? Any idea how to deal with that group of... Oh, Cassian.
Is this a trick question? I would swing.
Well,
Do you mean
yes, you would-
tactically?
I mean tactically. What advantages can you use to take
If
out
there
that
is a
large group?
large group and they're far away, I would probably pick some off with a bow and arrow.
Okay. Which ones would you pick up first?
The ones that were walking towards me. The
Okay.
zombies, probably.
Okay. Best one.
Well, as you mentioned earlier in class, you can use creepers to your advantage to get them grouped up and explode them all.
Very good. Now, oh, Aquamarine, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I noticed that when the daylight was coming up, certain mobs were burning and others would not. I agree with going after them with a bow and arrow, but also I would prioritize the ones that do not burn in the daylight. Mostly the creepers, as they're the most dangerous, but keeping distance from things walking towards you, because most likely the daylight will pick them off.
Okay. It's a fine answer. Anyone else? Leviathan?
Using the skeletons to your advantage by getting them to aim at other mobs, and they are therefore distracted and will pick each other off if the daylight is not fast enough.
Very good. Skeletons have a habit of just shooting wildly. When they shoot another mob, that mob typically is pretty angry about that, and they will go try to fight that skeleton. I've seen many a times where skeletons will just shoot at each other for no particular reason and just have a standoff. Tavali.
The zombies also saw us from much further away than the other group, so it would be easier to just pick those off by luring them further away.
That's true. How I personally... Oh, really?
Sorry, this was just something that I have noticed with zombies previously. Sometimes when hitting them, trying to fight them, they have an instinct to call for backup. More start to appear.
Mm-hmm.
So with
it is an interesting trait.
with that, luring them out potentially sometimes calls for a bigger problem if you don't buy yourself time.
That is true. How I personally would have dealt with taking out all those monsters is I would have used my bow and arrow to pick off the skeletons and the spiders first, as many as I could, and then I would go swinging with using the creepers to blow up the zombies so that the zombies have no time to, as you put it, call for help. Use every mob to your advantage when dealing with them, especially in big groups. There's no excuse not to. Any questions? Aquamarine.
From what I've seen with being on above the water, do spiders stop attacking during the daylight? Do they not?
They do, they can. However, there are scenarios where they still do attack in the daylight. For example, if you are already fighting a spider, they will still go after you. If you hit them even in the daylight, they will go after you. Or sometimes they just don't care. I really just walked towards the spider in the middle of the day and it has attacked me. So it's better not to take any chances. Were there any other questions? Okay. Now, what I would like you all to think about for the next class next class we will be going through some of the books here, and you will all be writing down a specific scenario you have had to deal with, whether it's happened recently, it's happened a long time ago, with any mob in particular. And we will just be going over those, seeing how you dealt with it, what you learned, and the pros and cons of every situation. What I'd like to do before we end off this class, because this is going to be a bit of a short one, I'd like to go through what everyone wrote down for the mob that they behaved, or that they saw behaving, excuse me. We'll start on the front row, right to left. Dante.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me find what I wrote.
My right. My right.
Okay. Well, I kind of watched a bunch actually. Zombie lurching, as someone else said, burned in the sunlight. And for me, I found that the creepers also had a strange flexibility.
Okay, I got like 40% of that, but
Lovely.
I got the main points.
Yeah.
So I like it. Luciella.
Well, I was watching the spiders, and with their ability to climb, I could not help but think back to the knighthood class and how spiders can have that height advantage if they do climb.
That is true. Moving down to Felix.
I was watching the skeletons, and I was mainly paying attention to the fact that they tend to stay at a distance, so they have more range when firing their arrows with their weapons.
Very true. Aquamarine.
The thing that I noticed from the mobs out there, and also just from being in water 90% of the time, mobs will flee under trees and into water to attempt to stop them from burning. So even if you think you have picked off all the mobs, you might want to check under trees and water to make sure that they are not trying to save themselves. 90% of the time, that is how drowned actually come to be.
Very true. Matthias?
I had noticed something similar of some of them trying to get up close to you and some of them keeping a distance. Like the zombies, they come up close to you to attack, and then the skeletons keep their distance.
Very true. Savali.
I was looking at the creepers, and I usually see them with multiple other creepers with them, so they might be something of pack animals. And they also move very quietly, so it's important to be aware of your surroundings so that they don't sneak up on you.
Very true. Very good. Paxton.
I was watching the skeletons, and I noticed that they instantly try to hide under blocks or trees when it is turning to daylight, and that they also sometimes wear armor.
They do. Riley, I believe.
Yes, I was observing the ghosts, and I noticed because it was staying above a high. I believe my own experience, it's best to shoot them down so they don't lose the ability of causing effects on us.
Good. Moving back over here towards Desmond.
I was also watching skeletons. I noticed everything that everybody else had said, but the one different thing that I noted down was that they seem to be doing some sort of scanning side to side, almost looking for a target. You had mentioned that they will shoot wildly, but I get the sense that despite having no eyes, they can still see us.
Okay. Leonidas.
I studied the creeper, and I noticed they're rather silent, unlike ghosts, zombies, or skeletons. It's not really a specific noise that they create, and they can sneak up on you, and if you don't see them, you're not prepared for their explosion. It's quite instant the moment they get close.
Very good, very good. Rosalind?
I noticed that these zombies, no matter how far you are, perhaps in a 30-block distance, they can still see you, even if you don't see them first.
Very good. Ridley?
I was observing the ghosts with the group that we saw and my previous encounters. I have noticed that they are non corporeal, as ghosts suggest. They come in multiple different colors and they produce negative effects, but they do seem to wander aimlessly. They don't necessarily seem like they have a target. They don't necessarily seem like they are outwardly hostile. They just kind of cause a ambient negative effect.
Very well. 7, I believe.
Yeah. I was studying the grouping of skeletons at the bottom of the hill, and I noticed that they wander far less than the other mobs seem to. And they also appear to have worse visual than like the zombies. They will not walk in on you as from such a distance as the zombies will.
I see. Very good. Ben?
I also did skeletons and just jotted down how they just don't seem to walk that much and just wait until they find a target.
Okay. And then it's Myro, or is it Mateo?
Oh, it's Myro.
Myro, okay. My apologies.
Can you reiterate the question again?
What was it that you wrote down that you noticed about a behavior of a certain mob or group of mobs when we went out?
I believe zombies are very determined. Regardless of going up a building, they will try to find their way up.
Okay. Kendris?
Well, I studied the skeleton creeper twice. And I found that they move faster than regular creepers and are just as silent. They've got glowing eyes, so they can kind of see through the darkness and pinpoint targets really easily. Their bodies are very hollow. Like when it exploded and hit me, like I felt the impact, but it was almost like a airbag bursting, as compared to like a creeper, which is more like heavy and dense. Um, they don't burn in sunlight either, and I don't know, like they seem to like to stick in groups. Like sometimes creepers I feel like wander around a bit more, but skeleton creepers seem to stick together more often than others.
Very good. Waverly?
I studied the skeleton, and I was noticing that while it's one of the few mobs that actually carries a weapon outside of its own body, it's always put down, so it's never in a ready position, giving us the advantage to attack before it can prepare itself and draw its bow back.
Very good. Moving back over here towards Arturia, I believe?
I was also up close and personal with the skeletal creeper, and I discovered that its body moves very willowy. It does not seem to have a muscular structure, obviously. Therefore, its movement is hindered.
Okay, very good. Cassian?
I wrote down notes on creepers and zombies. Zombies beeline towards their target from a much further aggressive distance, and creepers seem to wander if there is no target in sight.
Okay. Moria?
I did creepers, and I said that they seem to be looking and walking around for possible prey to sneak up on and blow up.
Okay. Morel, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, it is Morel. I did the ghost. I noticed they float above the ground, so I would assume they are rather silent, and they seem
transparent, so I would assume they are able to phase through things, but I do not know much about them otherwise.
Okay. And I'm so sorry, what was your name?
Willow.
Willow. Go ahead.
I also was studying the ghosts, and I noticed that they were always seeking for something, although they do come off quite aloof.
Okay, very good. Leviathan.
I was observing mostly the creepers, skeletons, and zombies, noting that the creepers and skeletons appear to be more at a distance, scanning their surroundings for hostility, while the zombies actively wander until they have found their victims.
Very good. Moving to the very far back here. Min.
I also studied the skeletons, and most of what I have written down was already said, like the scanning and how they stayed under trees and shade when the sun began to rise.
Very good. Ezra.
I studied the zombie, and I was noticing that they're almost sentries in a way. At least the one I was watching, was turning in circles back and forth looking for anything, and once they found it, that's when they start heading in. I believe they have better eyesight than at least a skeleton, though.
Very good. And finally, Mateo.
I was Mateo. I was studying a lot of the mobs, and the ones that caught my attention were the ghost and the spiders. And I've liked to say that they both really like to take like advantage points, like jump at them or like fly above them from high grounds.
Very good. Now, the last thing I'd like to end this class on is I'd like to ask who has encountered a spider jockey. Raise your hand if you have. Okay. For those who have, how did you deal with it? Please raise your hand. Mateus.
I would get a shield out and kill the skeleton first and then the spider.
Okay. Cassian.
As demons, we are unable to wield shields, so my preferred method is to bow the skeleton off the spider's back from afar.
Okay. Anyone else? Leonidas.
I tend to use my chakram to get the skeleton from a distance while also dodging the arrows. Moving while it's shooting causes it to shoot where you were last at. Then I take care of the spider.
If you're moving, it's quite the poor shot.
I use chakram instead of a bow and arrow in that.
Oh. Anyone else? Okay. That will, for the most part, conclude this class. Please make sure by the end of the night you put your book into this book, in the sense of just copy and pasting what you wrote down for today's class into this book here with your name assigned to it. I'll be going through it all tomorrow, and I will give out points to those, and I will discuss those points and why you got them in the next Mob Studies class. Class dismissed.
Did you say to copy and paste our notes, or can we replace the book?
Copy and paste, because if you use the book...
Do they have to be written notes, or can they be dot form? Like shorten, just quick notes, or do they need to be meticulously sentences? All right.
What can you tell me about this? have
Don't
no
worry about
problems
that.
dealing with them.
Don't worry about it.
Very well.
Thank you. Yes.
So, I wanted to bring this to you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Oh, the silver arrow. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to use that as a sample for my own research, if that's perfectly fine.
Yes, that's completely understandable. I just am interested to know what you find.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cassian.
I wanted to offer you this, but I didn't want to.
I luckily did.
Oh, I see.
I only have
Oh,
one
I meant to
notebook.
ask you. I was able to speak with Dante about it, but what kind of swords?
Hello.
Hi.
I need to find some feathers. I have some at home, but I forgot to bring them.
I just put mine away too, so they're also back at the dorm.
I have so many thoughts that I need to sit and actually take. That's why I was saying I need to hit study hall. And remember to get it all posted before the end of the night.
took the fastest and loosest notes possible. I did not realize we had to be taking notes on all these classes.
I am unfortunately a chronic note taker. I'm actually kind of nervous about what happens if I fill up an entire notebook.
I would assume you just make another one?
Well, yeah, but like, does it need to all be in one place? Is the professor fine with having to keep track of more than one per student? What do I do?
I assume that after he checks the notes from today, he will not care if he sees that same group of notes ever again. He'll just care about the next class's notes. So realistically, I think he could have a new notebook or reuse the same notebook over and over.
Are you saying you would just delete the notes that you would take and then use the same one and just retake them from page 1?
Maybe.
That's madness. I could never. This is not the right hallway.
I was rather confused that I needed to be taking notes to start. I tend to just remember things.
Hey.
I was just getting ready to come find you. Do you plan to say anything?
Do you remember where Equestrian Studies is? Oh my gosh, my voice.
No.
Cool. So cool.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to come find you and say if we're gonna find it, that we probably need to like.
I think
I know it's.
I think I've got a vague idea.
I know it's on the outside because it opens up straight out into the grass. Umbrellas make it so hard to see.
I agree. I believe it's on that side. I don't know if we're allowed to go on there. Just going this way.
My umbrella has acquired damage.
I think it heals the longer you don't have it in your hand.
And it.
Oh, I found out why there's a hole in the wall.
Oh?
Headmaster said it's there deliberately because nothing spawns on that side, apparently.
But I saw Tavali.
I'm sure it has a beautiful view, though.
I mean, there's a path up to the stables.
I'm all the way over here. Oh, excuse me.
Hello.
Cassian.
Oh, hello. Sorry,
Hey, you're good.
my voice box has been going in and out all night. I think it's the rain.
Uh-oh.
Does the rain affect your voice?
Not normally, but it seems to affect mine.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like me to
Yeah. Something
Maybe
about
it
it.
is a seasonal thing.
It gets in the ears and then it blocks up the sinus. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't know about the glass roof.
I think it's really pretty.
I'm sure it is beautiful at sunrise and sunset.
Mm.
I didn't realize that half this class was open to the outside. The outside is coming into the inside.
I have been informed that it's safe,
Oh.
apparently.
Well, that's good.
It's apparently supposed to be like that.
Oh. Oh, that's what you were talking about when I was walking by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still is a very big hole, but...
Sometime in nature's not bad, I suppose.
Will this glass protect us?
One can hope. Should be tempered. Not be very awkward and very obnoxious for us to have our umbrellas out.
Yes, it would indeed.
With the desk being so low, I feel as if I am in the floor.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
very low.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should read the book in the meantime.
You haven't.
The orientation book?
Yes.
Yeah. That was just interesting.
You're sitting next to me. I'm saying hello. My name is Aqua.
I'm aware I picked it up from Professor Castile's class.
What's your name? If you want to give it, it's up to you.
It's typically on the back of the seats. Dante.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Hi, Matthias. Did you like mock studies? Oh. You're excited for this class more? Oh. Okay. Oh, neither have I. We've been referring to them as land horses because we have seahorses. Mm-hmm. No, Paxton, that's a Levy thing. Levy referred to it as a land horse. You talk to Levy.
I have created a group for those in the back who might find it harder to hear.
Any particular place you want me, Headmaster?
You can stand up with me if you wish.
Cool. I'm a cool guy.
Is everyone able to hear me all right?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
Good on this side.
I'm glad. So to start off, I'm sure you are all aware of who I am, but just on the off chance, I am Headmaster Phelan Thorn, but you may call me Headmaster, or, well, nothing else really. This class, you will be going into depth on how to take care of horses, how to race, how to properly, I guess, become one with a horse. I believe that horses are some of the most majestical creatures within this realm.
And I also believe that it's very important that all of you are well versed in how to take care of it. However, to start off, I do know that this is your first class here, and I would like for everyone to introduce themselves, as well as Neigh. I admit
what?
Neigh, as
You
in the
want
sound the
us-
horse makes. Yes.
Okay. Understood.
I do admit it is a bit of a silly request. However, whomever does the best Neigh will be given 5 points to their court. It is not mandatory. You can choose to skip it and opt for a fun fact as well as an icebreaker. However, I believe it is most important that you all feel comfortable around each other, as horses can pick up on your energy, and if there's any negative energy or if you feel anxious, that is going to cause the horse to react. So, I'd like to start on the left-hand side of the room.
Oh, well, sorry, when you said left, I thought you meant our left, but understood. All right. Well, I am Candorus Cambion. Nay!
Incredible, thank you. Next.
I am Margot Valentine. Yay!
Perfect. The back row first.
Well, I am Ridley Fenwick. Neigh!
Thank you.
I am Ben Strife. Nay.
Thank you.
I'm Jinghua Min. Nay.
Thank you.
I am Beswin. Nay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything, headmaster?
Luciella.
I am Luciella from Rose, and I've been practicing my name very hard. Ahem. Nay.
Incredible, thank you.
Very sad horse.
You have to neigh as well.
Nah.
Yes.
We've been over this.
I'll pay you.
You don't right now.
Shh.
I will need the entirety of back pay.
You will get back there.
How much?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Okay. I am Morel Ondine. Nay.
Thank you. Back row first again.
I am Moira Lochnes. Nay.
Thank you.
Rosalind Darcy.
Thank you.
I can't lie, that was pretty good.
That was.
That was pretty top notch.
Next.
I am Vivian Asren. Nay.
Thank you. If you're speaking, you cannot be heard.
Oh, is it my turn?
Mhm.
Willow Pulowski. Nay.
Thank you.
I am Tavali Solmera. Nay.
Thank you. Back row again, please.
I am 7 Solmera and Neigh, I guess.
Thank you.
I am Mateus Blade and
Nay.
Thank you.
I am Mateo Valentine. Nay!
Thank you. Oh.
Well, this classroom's not very vampire friendly.
There's
Well,
my
this is
answer
obviously
about the
gonna
roof.
happen.
Apologies, I will try to get that sorted.
Aqua on Dean. Neigh!
Thank you.
I'm Dante. And a fun fact about me, I really like to neigh.
Go on then.
Oh. That was it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm Silas Locke. Neigh.
Back row first, please.
I'm Paxton Cthulhu's. Nay!
Thank you.
I'm Felix Fenwick. Nay!
Thank you.
I'm Waverly Ondine. Neigh.
Thank you.
Is it me next?
Mm-hmm.
Cassian Cambion. I've never done this before, but Neigh! Oh my god.
Thank you.
I am Riley with the better. Neigh!
Thank you.
The name's Cinder Monaghan. Nay.
Thank you. Something has just been pointed out to me. Professor Saren and Professor Krypton, can you come up here, please?
Of course. Oh, no. I really regret looking at this class.
Cassiel, you know what to do.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. You're getting paid for this.
What in the hell
I
could
need
that
the
mean?
payment first.
You're not getting paid up front.
This is not what I signed up for.
Professor, would I give you one singular emerald? Would you take it, Professor?
I will not
mean,
take money from students.
Professor, it's quite important to support your fellow teachers.
Yes. You know what? I'm
Professor,
so
we're in
glad that you
class.
agree, Professor Krypton. How about you go first?
All right. I am. What would the pattern for it be? Just so I know. Do I need to mention anything other than my name?
No.
All right, then my name is Professor Charybdin.
Perfect.
I think I threw up a little in my mouth.
Me as well.
Oh, please. Cassia, come
I
on.
absolutely did.
My name is Professor Castiel. Nay.
Professor Saren.
I refuse.
If you want to observe the class, you have to commit.
I can
What,
go
you
back
say
to my
nay
office.
to this?
You asked me to observe the class. Wait, this is messed up.
I told you I was going to make the students neigh, and you're like, can I watch?
No, earlier today you asked me.
No, then technicalities.
You two have no whimsy.
Exactly. However, I do know who has done the best neigh.
And you know who the naysayers are.
Did I miss two?
There's
Oh,
there's two over
apologies.
here. Yeah, you let them get off
You almost got away with it.
You're welcome.
I'm Leonidas von Richten Odivera III, and a fun fact about me, I've been riding horses since I was 14.
So you can neigh.
I believe I opted out of that with the fun fact.
Of course. Wizard a shot.
My name is Leviathan Nereitz. A fun fact about horses, a thoroughbred is the fastest over long distances, while a quarter horse is the fastest over short sprints. Nay.
Thank you. Very nice fun fact. However, I do know who has done the best neigh, and truth be told, it is really not that hard to pick, as some of you guys gave me nothing to work with. There'll be 5 points going to the demons for Candace.
What? Oh, wait, I didn't hear. Ooh, can I hear it again?
Are you asking me to neigh again?
Yes.
Could I please stand up and do it in front of the whole class?
Of course you can.
My name is Canders! Neigh!
Horses can't talk. I don't think he should earn points.
You are welcome to.
I don't believe humanoids
kind
can
of
neigh
agree.
either.
You are welcome to do your neigh again, and the other professors can weigh their opinion.
I'm not embarrassing myself.
I'd rather not.
No.
But yes, you all see how that was embarrassing. None of you really wanted to do it.
Stronger.
I did.
I don't know. I feel like sticking out when everyone else is neighing is almost more embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. But yes, it's embarrassing, and that's
Excuse
the
me,
point of this
Headmaster?
class. Yes.
Before we move on, seeing as this is your class and you teach by example, could you not neigh for us as well?
No.
Go on.
But I like your
Go on,
enthusiasm.
Professor.
No,
Are you
Professor,
embarrassed?
You gotta.
I think the whole
You
room
lead by
would love to
example.
hear a neigh.
As this is
know.
your class and
I
you are
certainly
teaching
would.
us.
You know, I even had a duel in knighthood. I think you should really lead by example.
It's true. He showed us how it was done.
Especially for
You certainly-
those who you lead as professors.
Yes,
Wanna
and
show
as
us too.
headmaster.
Oh, this
you
has
should
backfired on me,
demonstrate
hasn't it?
confidence.
Very much.
Well,
I believe you got this.
We do believe
Thank
in you,
you, Felix.
Professor.
well, in that case, again, my name is Headmaster Phelan. Nay.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Thank
Oh
you.
my god! Oh my god!
Redo it.
Thank you.
5 points to the headmaster.
1 trillion.
Oh yay! I can win the crown I'm giving away.
Encore.
No, but again, you two are welcome to go back to observing at the door.
Oh,
By
my
all
ears
means.
just broke.
Mhm. But yes, that was embarrassing for all of us. I suppose not for Luciala, who was very enthusiastic about it. But that is going to be the point of this class. A lot of embarrassing things are going to happen. You are going to get on the horse and you are going to fall off the horse. If your immediate instinct is to panic, you are going to get trampled, you are going to get hurt. If you do not know how to properly command yourself around the horse, this class will not be for you. However, I plan on teaching you how to do so. Horses are not like any other pet. They have a mind of their own, some of which are more powerful, stronger than all of you. They can be dangerous, so it is important that you are able to conduct yourself properly. If you can get up and laugh at yourself when you fall off, you are less likely to get into any incidents. You will be doing different types of competitions here, different jumps, different types of races to win points. If you are a sore loser, this class will not be for you, because you will lose. Some horses are faster than others, that is nature. If you get angry, if you react in a negative way, you are going to scare the horse and you are going to get hurt. Is that clear with everyone?
Yes, as master.
Yes, Headmaster.
Crystal.
Good. Now, another thing to note is, as you can see, I'm not wearing my typical outfit. You are all welcome to not wear uniform for this class as long as it is proper equestrian gear. Anything else and you will be losing points and facing punishment for it per the rulebook. Alternatively, you can do modifications to your uniform to make it more comfortable if you cannot afford equestrian gear. Now, I do not wish to keep you too long for this class, as truth be told, there is not much to do for the first class regarding this, as you do not have any horses. The school will not be providing any students with horses. It is up to you to find a saddle yourself. The school will not be providing that. And also find the horse that you best connect with. It is important to do so as quickly as possible, and by that I mean before the next class. You will fail the assignment if you do not have a horse by next class.
When is the next class, by the way?
Who asked that?
I, Cinder.
Ah.
That was Cinder.
The next class has not yet been set, but it will be set up by Friday this week. It will not be until next week, so you have at least a week. Unfortunately, I've been waiting for Professor Charybdin to finish scheduling her classes.
They are
Before I-
there.
All of them?
My other class will have its announcement similar much to this one of what is needed during Royal Code, as I expect everyone to attend Royal Code. I'll explain what is needed for the introduction to mechanics, as I don't believe it's necessary to have a separate class just to say, please bring goggles next time.
Yes, Luciana?
When we have found a horse, is there anywhere safe where we can take them?
Yes, that is what I'm moving on to next. If you could all stand up and follow me. So, I'm unsure if you born, however, there is a stables for the horses to be kept. This is the only place where your horses should be kept. They should not be kept in your dormitories.
Headmaster, might I inquire, what if we have more than one horse?
Concerning, but if you have more than one horse, there should be enough room in the stables for them, as not everyone will be taking this class.
I see.
For now, however, please do stick to one horse. Rosalind, I have seen your skeleton horse in there.
Yes.
So here are the stables. This is also where the majority of the classes will be taking place. However, I do ask that you first make your way to the classroom. Inside the stables, you will find that on the left-hand side there is the vampire wing and the fellfolk wing. You are all welcome to claim a stable if you wish to take the class. And on the right-hand side is for the demons and the sea monsters. This is the only place where your horses shall be kept. Anyone found having any horse elsewhere will be facing punishment, as that is not proper care for the horse.
Is it alright that I put a horse in here already?
Yes.
I have also put a horse here already, if that is alright.
Yes, that is alright. Is there any questions regarding the stables? No, good. So, you will all be required to come out here at least once a week to take care of your horse, ride them. This is not including class time. So you have to take care of your horse, give them their exercise, and bond with them. That is crucial for this class. Is that clear with everyone?
Yes.
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 Perfect. Is there any questions regarding anything else?
Where would one find a saddle?
You can find one while adventuring.
Anywhere specific?
I believe in the... there's a location with mob spawners, which I believe you should be learning about at some point in Professor Cassiel's class if you are not aware. Mine shafts, old ruins, anything like that.
Also through fishing.
Yes, though fishing it is much more difficult to get. Any other questions?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Are we expected to manage upkeep in here as well, and just in general?
Yes. That is a part of taking care of the horse.
Okay.
Ideally, you would come here and take your horse out at least once a day. However, I understand that you all have other classes and other assignments to do, so I will not make that mandatory. But as long as you take care of your horse, pay attention in class, and do not do anything to damage your horse or scare them, you will do fine in this class. But for now, you are all dismissed. I do not intend to take up much of your time, because until you find the horse, the classes cannot properly begin. You're all dismissed.
Thank you, Headmaster.
Thank you.
Before,
Vivian, Cinder, and Silas.
yes, everyone else is dismissed. Cassie and I will
Certainly.
find you after.
And if I could speak with the vampires, please.
If you don't mind coming over here.
I am indeed.
Can I join you?
Figure if I... Yep, hop on.
It's very nice. Indeed, she mentioned the Swift Snake book.
I've already managed to find myself a horse, but we will all need saddles as well.
Would we need name tags as well?
Yes,
The
I believe
headmaster
that
has
we
gotten
should
the
name
words
them
wrong
as
as
soon
well,
as
so
possible.
it's quite alright.
I see. I'm going to move my horse out of the way.
Hello.
Also, hello, Ridley.
Yeah.
Hello, I love them.
Just turned around and it's just sea monsters behind me. You saw it.
So,
We kind of stick together.
I believe I'm probably going to turn in for a little bit of a cat nap. I hope you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
don't
what
get
you're
up to
doing.
too much.
I think I'm gonna do the same. I gotta find some food and a nap, and then I gotta go find a horse.
Yeah. Maybe we can go out to find horses together after we nap.
Fine. How is the garden?
Oh, I got rid of everything but the garlic. Because it made me nervous. Hold on. Hold on.
Still an iron and
Hold on.
You just have to believe.
now I feel.
Nailed it.
I got rid of everything but the garlic. I kind of want to put wheat up here, though.
You got rid of everything but the garlic. What do you need all the garlic for?
You think if I'm gonna let a stinky vampire bite me, you're crazy.
I mean, so fair, actually.
Crazy. But also, the wheat. If you grow your wheat and you make it into bread, and then you roast your garlic, and you put your roasted garlic on your bread, then you get garlic bread.
I'm interested.
Me too.
I can survive on garlic bread, surely, right?
Possibly.
I'm also...
You're also what?
intrigued by the idea of strawberry cake.
You've never had strawberry cake? I might have to make you some strawberry cake. Not right now because I'm going to take a
Not
nap,
this
but after that.
I'm also gonna go take a nap.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Strawberry cake and horse and later, I suppose.